Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of your favorite show, your favorite podcast, your favorite people, your favorite host of Thique Talk. It has been a while, and we are back to tell you guys some amazing news. But before we do, I want to first say to my co-host, welcome back to the stage, darling. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling like day one, pilot episode being shot. It's giving very much.
Oh, you went all the way back.
It's giving very much, the girls are just a little nervous. The girls I've been out of the saddle for a little while. It's trying to get back in. But we're gonna give it to the girls real raw and uncut today. A nice little update, tell the girls what's been going on. How are you feeling, honey?
I don't feel like it's day one pilot episode because that is a while back. However, it is like, wow, I feel like we haven't done this in forever. Mm-hmm. So it's good to be back on the saddle today. It's good to be back in something that we love to do. So I'm excited. It is our mid-season finale. So we are officially taking a small break after this episode to regroup, do some branding, and to try to get y'all some merchandise because the girls have been asking, where the fuck is my shirt? Where is my, we gotta get it together. So I'm excited that this is a mid-season finale, and we get to take a small break. I'm ready for that, so I can't complain about that.
I don't know why the girls act like they're so ready for a mid-season finale break, girl. We've been on break for a whole month at this point since. Well, we've been on a break from working, but we have working here, but we have not been on a break. Let's be breaking.
Okay, because
we've been traveling. We've been, we've been social. We've been doing all of those things. So I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Because here's the thing: we might not have been on the podcast platform producing, but we have been literally branding and working. Because let's be real. I'm glad you said that. This summer, I think it has been the most busiest summer I've had in a very long time. We have been everywhere from DC to Atlanta to Charlotte to Virginia, New Orleans, literally all over I just feel like we've been everywhere. And Thique Talk has been going everywhere with this. So I do want to say this summer to all of our viewers, supporters, listeners, thank y'all for hanging in there. Thank y'all for supporting when you saw us in person. Thank you for greeting us. Thank you for just being a part of the Thique fam and what we call y'all, the Thickettes. Appreciate the Thickettes.
We appreciate y'all so much.
I do want to say to you or ask you this question. Out of our summer trips, what has been your favorite? Out of Atlanta, DC, New Orleans, Virginia, Charlotte.
That's actually kind of hard. So y'all know I love Red Dress Run. Red Dress Run is always a good time for me. I feel like it's the perfect environment to party and have a good time and just do whatever you want to do because everybody's doing the same thing. You're not really judged for being, overly intoxicated. You're not, you know what I'm saying? Like people are not looking at you in a certain way when you go to New Orleans. New Orleans is known for getting lit and having a great time, unapologetically. So I think that, it's a toss-up between New Orleans Sunday night I'm being very specific. New Orleans Sunday night when the girlies, not that specific, but like the day. Sunday night when it was just a few of us left and we had a good little time together. We went bar hopping. I mean, it was just like carefree fun. Like we didn't have any plans really. We just literally was like, let's just do this. Let's go. It's our last day. Let's have a good time. And we enjoyed ourselves thoroughly. So it's between that and then Sunday night in Atlanta. Like Atlanta was a good time on that Sunday. Like was it Sunday or Saturday when we went to Bulldogs? That was Sunday, right? I think it was Sunday.
Sunday was Bulldogs. Woo.
Yeah, baby. When I tell you the time that we had Sunday all day, because that was the park. The park was that day, right? The park was that day. Yes. We went to brunch to start our day. Then we went to the park. And then we
Let's
tried
see.
to go to Casa, but Casa had too much going
Not
on.
it.
Had to be lying down the street, people hanging out the window. It was just too much.
Yeah.
So we just went on home, and then we came back out, circled back for Bulldogs. And when I tell you that the time that was had on that Sunday, I honestly,
A blast.
you know, because we have been going to Atlanta like a couple years ago. We were Atlanta girls. Like we get in the car, I'm gonna meet TJ when we're gonna hit it on down to Atlanta, and we're gonna spend the weekend in Atlanta. Easy. Like we just used to do that. And it has been a while since I've been to Atlanta, to be honest. I think I haven't been since MLK last year. Because I didn't go with y'all this year, did I?
Mm-hmm.
I went this year?
June, my mom's thing.
No, June. But June, we only stay for like 2 days.
Yeah,
so we didn't really like
went too
get
much.
into like no things. Like we was there from Thursday to Monday. Like
Yeah,
we
had a
got
good
into
time.
some things. It was a good time. I think those are my top trips, my top moments. What about yours? Because I mean, you've been, and your trip still ain't stopped. So
No, they had it. Don't tell my
Mm.
grandmother. Do not tell my grandmother, okay?
No,
But
seriously, because she's gonna be like, "Ah, y'all just got so much money. Where y'all get all this money from?"
that's why we want Vaughn to go. Because if I say Vaughn go, it softens the blow. Like she be like, okay. But if I be like, I'm going so and so, TJ, that's a lot.
The second half of this daggone trip that he going, trips and stuff he going on in the second half of this year, this summertime, I will not be in attendance. Okay, so if y'all
Yes,
see
he
the
will
girl
be.
out, make sure y'all greet my girl. Y'all make sure she's having a good time. Y'all make sure she's safe, because you know sometimes when him and that other girl, our good Judy Kevin, get together, child, they don't know when to sit down, honey. Them two will be in the bar all night long. Make sure my friends are safe. Make sure they get home safe. Make sure they get in the Uber safe, because I'm not gonna be there. Okay, I ain't got it in me.
Let me tell
This
y'all,
big body beans is tired.
Atlanta, I think, I don't know. So I can't count my birthday. I don't know if I can count my birthday as one, but I still,
Yeah, why not?
my birthday party
I
and
forgot about
that
your birthday
after
party.
party,
No,
we had that after
baby.
party.
Oh, baby.
I had
Baby.
that was that it
That
made
was the
paying for my
highlight.
birthday.
That was the
It made it worth
highlight.
it.
I mean, honestly, at this point, we should have just had it there. It should have
Yeah,
just been, y'all meet us at 11 o'clock. It's going to be a late night party, 11 o'clock to 3 at Black Olive.
yeah.
Let's do it and let's go in. When I tell
It
you,
was
oh,
insane. It was insane. I had a blast. So I will say that. I will say that Sunday in Atlanta was a great time. But I also cannot mention that Friday night, even though, and I hate to do this to the girls, but I'm gonna have to tell the truth. We got a section Friday at Boozy Bounce,
oh,
and
ooh.
that was probably the worst experience I've had with a section.
Oh my God.
Because they built, you know, and shout out to Boozy Bounce for getting a great venue, decorating the stage was dope. It was a dope event. Section wise, not planned out. I don't know if it was a Boozy Bounce issue or the venue issue. We got there, nobody like walked us to our section. They finally found somebody to walk us to our section. Now, meanwhile, y'all know that DC and Atlanta sections are different. So I will let this know. DC, do not change our policy. I love what y'all do. If I give you $200 for a section, that $200 goes towards my bottles, which makes me want to buy more because I now have a credit. As opposed to like Atlanta, I give you $200. That's just entry. I still have to pay separate. So we get to the party, and the girl walks us to a section, which I already was a little stunned about because I'm thinking that it's going to be elevated or roped off or something. But these are just couches in the middle of the floor. I'm like, oh, okay. She walks us to the section. There's people sitting in the section. She was about to leave us there. Like, y'all figure this out on your own. And we were like, what's this giving? She looked at us like, we're like, what? So they did a makeshift section, I'm guessing. We got in the section. It took us about an hour to get our first bottle, which was our only bottle because we didn't get it to 2:00. We had a little bet going. I won it because I knew what was going on. We get the bottle at 2:00. Party's over at 3:30, something like that.
I mean, people was leaving out by 2:45.
We got fucked up
quickly.
I will say I had, from what I can remember, matter of fact, I hate to show this clip, but I'm gonna let y'all see it.
If you do, then I'ma trip out. Trip out. I'ma trip out. I'ma trip out. I'ma trip out. Trip out. Trip out. Trip out. You better not run up on me. Better not run up on me. Better not run up. Better not run up on me. If you do, then I'ma trip out. See what you be working with. Pussy wet as fur and shit. I just hit a spot. Gotta take it on my shirt. Spin it over. What you working with? Show me that you let it hit. The way you fucking on me, I ain't licking at another. The way you fucking.
We had a blast that night, and baby, I had that edible and I was crossfaded. I don't even eat cucumbers and all that other shit, but Vonn had a cucumber salad. That shit was so good. Y'all look at
Yeah,
I told
the
that
way that he was downing that cucumber salad as if, child, he eats cucumbers. I'm like, oh, the girl is lit because, baby, she went in the refrigerator and she grabbed the first thing she could see.
Ooh, the first thing I could get a hold of. I'm not waiting for an hour for DoorDash. Let's tear this cucumber salad up. But then the
I
girl
am
does order
hollering.
DoorDash. She does order
Mhm.
DoorDash twice.
Mhm.
I order checkers that I ordered the night before. I
Same
guess
order
it's
from the order.
reorder. And then these girls wanted soul hibachi. Now, if you're ever in Atlanta, we was living for this place the first time we were in June. Soul hibachi
Ooh.
was so good. It was so good. It was so good. It was so good.
Mm.
I don't know what happened, but it wasn't that good.
I don't know. It was like, what the world? And we couldn't even blame it on late night because the last time y'all ordered it, it was a late night. So I'm like, well, maybe it was too
Different
late
cook.
because we did get into the house very late that night.
But
Last time y'all ordered it probably was like 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock.
No, it was like 2, 3 o'clock because we left friends.
No,
that
because
they
we
were
went
closing.
to what you call it? We left early. We left early. We
Oh,
went
so
to
maybe we did leave about
Harold's
1.
after, so it was like
Maybe it
1
was
o'clock,
about
maybe.
1:30.
So
Okay.
we'll give them that it possibly could have been because it was like late night, like 4 o'clock in the morning we ordered, but you know, that was way off. I was so
Yeah.
disappointed in my food, and I was
But I had a
that.
blast that night. I had
Oh,
a blast
baby.
that night.
The way I didn't realize that I was lit until I got to the house is, you know, I had to, you know, the girl have to put the, like I told y'all, my friends like to get a little lit. Miss Kevin was pouring up those drinks out of that bottle. Baby. She said, oh, we have a lot of liquor and it's only a certain amount of time we have left. So they're pouring up big old shots and big old drinks, knowing that it's like, okay,
There's only 4 of
we
us.
drink. So we're going to drink regardless. Whether we're drinking it right now or we're going to drink it in a few minutes, the bottle is going to be gone. We're not leaving nothing on the table. Nothing's going to be left on the table. But the girls got lit so quick. They could not take. When I tell you the girls could not take, I'm so glad I was not that toe up and I had to put my big girl hat on, had to order the Uber, had to make sure we got to the Uber, let the girls know where we going, child. The girls are so lit. They didn't know what they had going on, honey.
Girl,
I mean,
I can't tell you about left from right. I don't know.
I mean, we down that bottle because Abraham barely drunk any. Abraham probably got like 2 drinks out of it.
It was like 3 of us on 1 bottle of Don Julio. That we killed it. So I would say Atlanta so far has been my favorite trip. Now I am excited because I do got to tell our people I will be in Houston for Halloween weekend. I 90% sure of that. There is 10% of me that's waiting on y'all to tell me what be popping in Houston because, baby, you know I will switcheroo and I will go to DC or Atlanta.
Oh,
but no,
baby.
We got Houston planned, so I'm excited to be there for Halloween weekend. So for all of you that live there or gonna be there, hit a nigga up, okay?
Yeah,
all
they
you
gonna
strong,
be there.
all you strong face, horse face niggas, call me, okay? Call me, because I will be there.
Hit my girl up.
And then in December, Vonn act like he's not going, but we'll be in Miami.
Oh no, I'm going to Miami. I'm going. I've never been, so that is also on my list of things to do. And also, I thoroughly enjoy, you know, Jeff. So I mean, it's his birthday. Let's go. Let's turn up. Let's have a good time.
Yeah, and I think that's everyday people that weekend.
Oh, that's gonna be cute.
So we'll have a good time.
And I also like, you know, so this is the thing I like about, you know, hanging around certain people. You know, when we go places, you know, the people are prepared to do things. You know, if we say these are the things that we're doing, they're prepared. They have the coin. I don't have to worry about nothing. All I have to do is send my coin, and baby, shit is gonna be done and in order when I get there. You know, that's the type of stuff that I like, and those are the type of girls that I can hang around. So I know Jeff is that kind of girl. So I 1000% am like, girl, just let me know how much I need to send. She gonna have the stuff in order, and baby, a good time is gonna be had.
Hands
so I can't
down.
wait.
So let me ask you this: as we are talking about the summertime and what we've been doing and where we're going, do you feel like your experiences are starting to shape differently because we are a brand of Thique Talk? Do you feel like it's different when you go places, or because we actually wore shirts, merchandise to the park in Atlanta, which was amazing. It felt good to have something on that only we had. So how you feel about that?
I feel like it was a great experience, but so this is a thing that I have to work on, and I am a very nice person, y'all. Don't get me wrong. I am very nice. When you meet me, when you talk to me, when we're like, conversing, the conversation is going to be great, like all of those things. But I have a very bad resting bitch face when I'm walking in like places that is like crowded. So I don't look like I'm friendly, but I am very friendly. If you come up, you speak to me, and you be like, "Oh, I watch your podcast," I'm going to engage in conversation with you. But that's one thing I realized, like, while we was there, I'm like, I'm probably sitting here with this face looking like this, and people are probably like, I don't even want to ask him what his shirt means, because like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I have to work on that when being out, and especially when kind of, representing our brand. I need to make sure I'm cognizant of like how I'm moving or how my facial expressions are, so I can make sure that people feel comfortable coming up to me and saying stuff to me. But I thoroughly loved our shirts in Atlanta. I love the concepts we came up with. I think people are going to also enjoy those. They're going to want those t-shirts. So, we had a couple people ask us about the shirt. So, I thoroughly enjoyed that. Like, people coming up, people, want to engage, talk, all that good stuff. So I say kudos to Thique Talk.
Yeah, I definitely
can't wait to the birthday.
It feels good. It feels good being out and being a brand, because even like, it's just like, I feel like we're also representing for people that aren't seen, and I love that for us. Like, even like with me and the whole deviant thing, people are like, "Oh my God, you look so good," and then one of my friends hit me up. He was like, "Why do you keep going if they're not gonna recognize your effort to give a look?" But for me, I'm gonna keep doing it, because eventually, and this is no shade to Deviant, because we are friends with Deviant, love Micah. Eventually, y'all gonna look crazy for not posting me. And you know what? Exhibit A to the Deviant look, because the theme was nudes, and I went Chocolate City, baby. I gave you Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory meets the saloon, okay? I was giving all of that. And so moments like that to me means the most to our brand, because it's like, that's what we're here for. I'm here to continue to break the stereotype, to say, hey, just because I'm a bigger girl doesn't mean I have to look like I'm busting out a can of biscuits, okay? I can make this look cute. I can make this look solid. And it's a thing, and Deviant doesn't have to be no clothes. It can be sexy, but still stylish. I feel like that's what Deviant gives. All of the people that run Deviant, y'all are very trendy, very fashionable to me. Even though it doesn't mean like over the top, I think y'all do very well at polishing yourselves. So I feel like if I come to your event, I should look as polished and give a look.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, I feel like you were saying, like, they're all polished and stuff like that. That's what their brand gives. So it's given, like, when you go somewhere and you know what their brand gives, you should show up in that aspect, which is why it's important for us also to make sure that we're carrying ourselves in a great manner when we're walking around representing our brand, so that people can know, like, if we ever have an event, how they come in, so y'all need to be coming the same way. And I feel like that's how it was with our live recording that we had, at the beginning of the year. Like, our friends showed up, everybody looked well, everybody looked great. Like, it was like, we didn't even have to say, like, oh, this is the dress code or anything. Like, they just came in the looks because they know how we're coming. So I think that that's very important, and I like that you highlighted that for sure.
Yeah. So that's my take on branding. But you did hit on something I do want to expound upon a little earlier. Just about when we get lit, we don't know how to act and stuff like that. This summer also, we haven't really talked about our dating life. So I kind of want to touch on that a little bit, because it's been a hot summer for both of us, to say the least. Are you still actively dating, Mr. Vonn J?
I have never been actively dating. I told the girls in the beginning of this year that it gave outside this year, and I have been outside.
So no potential. You haven't been on a date.
No, I have not been on a date. This one guy keeps hitting me up, and he wants to, parlay with the girl, but he just messed me up when we were kind of like, trying to get to know each other, finding out that he had something else going on. It was just like, yeah, you threw me off, player. I can never like really take you that serious. And like, and now it's hard for me to go back to where I was trying to get to know the person. But other than, aviation. But other than that, I have been having a marvelous time. I have had a lot of rendezvous. Atlanta was a good rendezvous. It was a little scary.
You need to talk about that.
It was a little scary. So let me tell the girls, okay, because the people don't be knowing that I have a platform and I can talk my shit on here, okay? So I always, like we've said before on the show, like I feel like when I go out of town, I don't really get hit up until like the last day. Granted, this guy hit me up when I got there, but it just never aligned timing wise for us to meet up. So Sunday we had a little time in between, us coming from outside to getting dressed to go back outside later on. So I had like a little 4-hour window for me to slide something in. So he figured out that I was nearby him because he had went to a party. Okay, cool. So, me, I don't really trust the DLs that don't be wanting to, like, of course he sent a picture, but I just feel like they don't be wanting to, like, expose nothing of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they give you their number and it's a text app number. Like, nigga, I know you got an iPhone. You sitting over here trying to send me a text app number and you got my real number. Like, I don't like stuff like that. But anyway, so I send this man the damn address to the ghetto ass apartments across the street. Girl, mind you, we're in some nice townhomes. In the middle of a little, rough area, like they're trying to gentrify. And across the street is, some rough some rough apartments. So I sent him over there. I said, yeah, I'm right across the street from such and such apartments. So he goes to those apartments, child. This man is trying to find me for, I know, at least 10 minutes. First of all, I'm in the shower when he get there. He's trying to find me for like 10 minutes. I tell him, okay, I'm coming outside. He finally finds me. He comes in, y'all. So, I'm the type of girl, when a rendezvous come over here, a little rendezvous, baby, we gonna get right into it. Ain't no need for us to be giving no little back and forth, no talkity talk. Let's just get into what you came here for. So he comes there for a little, and, we get into it. I'm on the main floor when you come in. So, he already, backstory. He had been asking about like who over there, blase, acting like he just so DL, girl. Like, oh my God, your friends over there. So anyway, he comes in. I tell him I'm on the main floor. He come in, he go in my room. We in there, door closed, boom, boom, doing our thing. Why? He hears something outside the door. In the middle of us. And this man says, who is that? I'm like, probably nobody, because I know my friends know that they didn't know that I was having a rendezvous, but they were also trying to get ready and do their own thing, so they didn't really care. I'm like, they're not coming in here. They're 2 floors above me. It's the middle floor and then their floor where they are. They're not coming down here. He's like, no, that's them. Open up the door. Excuse me? He like, open up the door. I'm like, oh, okay. Opens the door. Nobody's out there. Nobody. He walks into the doorway, stands there, looks up the stairs, makes sure nobody right there, turns around, and then tells me to come in while the door is open. Let them see, he said, as he said. I'm like, you're supposed to be this DL man, and you're telling my friends to come see what is happening. I'm like, okay, you're losing the plot now. Like, this is just a disarray. I don't know what's happening. Things are all over the place. So, of course, I continue to until it was ready. And it was just a little stressful time for me though. Like, afterwards, he wanted to chat a little bit, and I'm just like, yeah, no, you can leave. Let's get out of here. He couldn't get out the door, child. He ran into the door as he was going outside. But, as he left, I could not wait to go up them stairs and tell my girls what just happened to me, because that was just the craziest thing I've ever seen. Like, how are you DL supposed to be this man that don't want to be seen?
You got to finish the after conversation that makes him even less DL.
Oh, girl. See, this is a long story, y'all. I'm so sorry. I apologize in advance. Girl, so after this, I go upstairs. I'm talking to the girls. I tell them, like, what just happened. I'm like, girl, this is too much for me. This is why I don't do the DLs. I don't like to do the DLs, but I end up doing the DLs anyway. And, I tell the story or whatever. And then the next day, we're chatting on our way while we're leaving. And why this man of God says, I'm going to bring my friend next time so we can flip you. Excuse me, sir? Flip me and your friend? This is just all over the place. So you know me, I'm the type of girl that I'm going to play into it, okay? I said, no, you send him over here so he can get a king treatment by himself first. And then maybe I'll let y'all flip me. Because don't be trying to come over here. Don't be trying to think you're going to put nobody on me like that I ain't seen or I ain't. Let him get his treatment first. Send him over here to me and let him see how you like it before I put both of y'all in the room together. Like, don't be trying to do that to me.
Yeah. But here's my thing. Prime example of these so-called deal men. Because first of all,
Exactly.
how you deal, but you
That
want my
went
friends
left.
to see us.
Correct. My
Me
friends that you
too.
don't know.
You got friends that you be playing with too? Girl, you ain't deal. Girl, stop that. Quit that.
Quit that. It's giving you got a nigga at this point.
And in the words of our good friend Kevin, the girls love a production. You are giving a production at this point.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. When he said that,
Well,
I said,
why?
"Oh, you're playing. Oh, I'm gonna fix you." It's almost something. Nah, I can't do that because I'm gonna be jealous. Jealous of what? I am not your nigga. I don't
Nah.
want to be your nigga.
No,
but you think you're
also
gonna
keep in
pull a?
mind, y'all,
Let me out.
we had no clue any of this was happening. I was on the patio upstairs smoking the hookah on the backside, so you can't see the front side. Kevin got food somewhere in this. Did your food come first?
I don't know.
I
Honestly,
think he
have
got the
no
food
idea.
first, and then you had company because we had no clue. And if you know me, bitch, once I like that hookah, I had my little speaker going. I was trying to get my mind ready to go out, trying to figure out what I was about to put on. No clue in this. So when he told us, bitch, I am gagged, but on the inside, bitch, I'm cheering like a little cheerleader, like.
Oh,
I
God,
was so
please.
excited. You know, I live with my friends live, honey, because I believe as long as you're safe about it, enjoy yourself. We are single, we are young. Enjoy yourself. Now, what I did to her is if I was that man, I would have blocked her for sending me to the apartments and not giving me the fucking address, girl. You're not about to send me on a wild goose chase for 10, 15 minutes now, girl. The nut ain't that serious.
Girl, I had to make sure. Child, he wanted some of this bad. Okay. And he was gonna do whatever to get it.
Meanwhile, I got catfish while in Atlanta, so
Ooh,
I'll tell y'all just that.
Please tell the people, and then y'all, let me tell you what's the real tea. So before you even get into the story, just know that we were all on the phone, so we already know that he has a date coming. So I'm trying to be nosy, look out the window. I see somebody walk past a couple of times. I'm like, oh, that can't be him because he said he just fine man. Boom, 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 boom.
Now, meanwhile, I'm in the door looking at the boy walk past because I'm like, that can't be him.
Go ahead and tell your story, girl.
But seriously, so I will say, girls, I am single. If you are watching this and I told you you are my man, you are still a man, but you have not claimed me, so I am still single. So I was like, I ain't got my stress off in a couple of days. I need to get this stress off. So I get on the app. I'm on the phone with Vonn, Quee, Too Legit, Kevin. We all talking different, whatever. So this boy hit me up. I'm like, oh, he kind of fine. In the pictures, his locks was pulled up. Baby probably use a face app. So I'm like, oh, he kind of cute. Send me the back shot because if you know me well, when I'm single, I usually do top more. So I'm like, send me the back shot. I'm like, oh, we lit. So I'm downstairs now. Keep in mind, Von's door to his bedroom is downstairs, and the front door is right there. So I'm downstairs. The boy is walking past, and I'm like, oh, I don't see you because I don't see the person that I was messaging. I see somebody walking. That ain't you. So he like, where you at? I said, I'm about to come outside to the door. I got on my robe and my shorts. Y'all, that boy started walking towards me. And in my mind, I had to make a decision. How do I play this off? Do I say no thank you? I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I think I was still high. I said, fuck it. Just come upstairs. Did the do, and I blocked him. I was so mad. He did not look nothing like that. Y'all gotta stop using that face app, and y'all need to put some lotion on and to get them locks done. Because I don't know what the fuck was going on there. But I was pissed off. Meanwhile, I'm talking to this man in my DMs, my actual DMs. We had FaceTime and everything, but he couldn't come over because he was with his friends. This nigga was from Britain. Fine, beautiful man. I ended up seeing him at the park. Vonn missed it, but Kevin saw it. Beautiful man, accent, everything. So I'm pissed off, girl. Put it through looks like a cupcake, but I will put him through a mattress. Did that, and that was it.
As he was exiting, I was upstairs trying to get me something to drink.
I forgot about that. So hey, we're leaving out. So I'm like in my head, please don't let nobody see this. I'm so embarrassed. Like, what the fuck? I'm so embarrassed. No shade. I know, no bougie, no bozo bitch, but I get some fine niggas. So I'm in my head, I'm like, oh, don't nobody see this. I get downstairs. This bitch, she at the refrigerator getting some out. I'm like, fuck. The girls have seen me. Fuck. Oh well.
Oh, I said, look at the garage.
But yeah, so
let me tell you how the girls. Let me tell you another thing about this trip. The girls tried to give me the punk room, y'all, and let me tell you how the punk room was tea, okay? Because the air was out upstairs. The girls suffered the whole weekend, honey. They didn't have no air up there. And when I tell
couldn't
you, I
suffer.
enjoyed that punk room, honey, with that air circulating
Von's room
right by the
downstairs-
door, right by the
Von's room-
garage.
his bed was on the floor almost. They had that, them low Chinese looking
Mm-hmm. The
Asian.
low
I'm not
platform
gonna say
beds.
Chinese. It was so low. But see, I wasn't suffering because I stayed with my grandmother for almost a year. So that little heat didn't bother me upstairs. But Kevin, baby, she was in disarray. She couldn't figure it out. Because it wasn't
You couldn't take
it wasn't luckily it wasn't hot, unbearable in Atlanta. It
Mhm.
was just you know how you be
warm.
uncomfortable. Like
Mhm.
I just want to be cool. But it didn't bother
Yeah.
me. I turned the ceiling fan on. Child, close the blinds, don't ever open them. And I was good to go. I will also say about dating this summer, I went on 3 dates this summer.
You did. Mm-hmm.
And every last one of the people I went on dates with were a dub. I don't know what it is about men, especially gay men, that y'all like the idea of going on dates and we start this conversation. I'm a bitch and Vonn tell you, you want to go date? We gonna plan it. I'm gonna plan it. Let's go here. Let's do XYZ. It's like that scare y'all. So the first guy I went on a date with, he called me one day talking about Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, and that kind of threw me off a little bit. No shade. I just was like, I don't know why you did that. So even still, I try to persevere. I ended up having to reschedule our second date because I had something going on with my family. Unfortunately, my grandmother did pass this summer. My great grandmother, let me be specific. Rest in peace to my granny. Love you dearly, darling. So I had to reschedule because I literally rushed home to catch her last. And I'm not even being exaggerating, y'all. I literally rushed home from Charlotte to Virginia to catch her last hour of life, literally. And so I had to cancel the date, reschedule it. So I'm like, hey, when we gonna reschedule the Axe Throwing date? He was like, well, we can reschedule going Axe Throwing together. So it's not a date. And the responses just got weird. So I was also dating another guy who I really, really like because he's taller than me. I know how I like him. Like, he was light skinned and fine and bald headed and stuff. You know, I'm really into that. And so that was going well, but then there was no effort on his end. And I don't think he was interested. So that was that. Then I went on a date with another guy, and that was just horrible too. But while I was in Atlanta, y'all remember that story I told y'all about that nigga from DC that I showed my family to, and he kind of was like lying a little bit. Yeah, so I'm in Atlanta. Yeah, I'm back in love. I don't know if you got a boyfriend, but if you go watch this, if you got a man, let's try it again. But yeah, that's my dating life this summer. It was cool, but it was trash. I'm still not going to the pumpkin patch like I wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, you got about 2 months to turn it around, girl.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I need
You
to move
got
to Houston
about
or Dallas.
2 months to turn it around, babes.
Men
But
just don't.
yeah,
I don't know. It just the dating thing. It just ain't.
it ain't giving what it's supposed to give.
No, I do want to bring this up because me and Vonn kind of had a good conversation about this too. Okay, let me ask y'all this random question. Not ask y'all, but we're gonna talk about it. When it comes to dating, especially in the black gay community,
Mm-hmm.
do you think it's a problem for the young gays to be dating the old gays? I think that's half of the problem. Niggas my age, too busy chasing the girls that's 21. They don't want you. Chase me.
You know, I think there's just so many different things that, are attractive to people. And, I just let people do their thing. I agree that I think all of the men our age are either dating older or dating younger. They're not dating across, like our age group. Like they're either dating the older daddies that's 40, 45, or they're dating the young babies that are 20, 21 coming straight out of high school. And it's just one of those things. Like I don't know how to put my hand on it. I mean, even for me, I'm not even pursuing people, and I get approached low key by a lot of YNs, as we talked about before. Like it's almost like it's just a thing. Like either I guess they don't want to date their age group, and we don't want to date our age group. Nobody just want to date the age group. Everybody just want to date all over at this point. So, I think it's just a thing of the world. I don't know. Maybe people want sugar daddies. Maybe people want sugar babies. Maybe people want that control factor. I don't know what it's given, but if my man is out there anywhere, I am nice. I am kind. I am smart. I am important. And I'm looking for you, and I'm waiting for you at the motherfucking throne. Okay. What are we? What's
Now,
happening?
could you date a butch queen? Oh,
It's like no. No, I definitely could date a butch queen. Like I don't think that. So another thing that comes with getting older, starting to like understand yourself and who you are is like knowing, like identifying things that you saw as a problem, when you were younger is like, no, that's not a problem. Like, I am a person that now, even though I'm a bottom and I'm a proud bottom, I like butts. I like, feet, like, things that, that I probably wouldn't like paid attention to at first. And I know that's something that like most like butch queens keep up with themselves on, like, so now I can't be opposed to them. Like the trade is not really keeping up with his butt. He's not keeping up with like, his feet, like stuff like that I like. It's not given, I'm gonna be able to find that in the trade. So for a long-term relationship, I think I definitely could do a butch queen. And I think they also just understand like the life and stuff a little bit better. Like trying to be able to trade, trying to turn them out, trying to make them do stuff for me. I'm not with that. Not at this big age of
gotcha.
32. No, man. What about
Oh
you?
no, I understand.
Can you date a trade? Can you date a trade? Can you date DLs? Can you?
Uh, love butch queens down. Can I date the trade? I could date the trade. I can't date a DL, man. That I can't do it. I'm ready for you to be on my arm. You know who I love, and I love their love. DeAndre from Texas. I just reposted him and his man. They were dancing. He was like my forever dance partner, and I reposted it.
Yes.
I love that because I've actually interacted with him in person thanks to Abraham in Atlanta, and it gives friends too. Like I feel like I'm at the point now, like I want my partner for us to be able to kiki, but we are partners, and I think that's the beauty of being Black gay men that a lot of people haven't tapped into yet. I don't know why y'all girls are still chasing this whole I gotta date a masculine man. No facts, no fit. Girl, that is late. It's so late. We both gay. Why not sit on our couch and kiki and be able to go have sex and be each other's lifetime partner? Like seeing them have a good time and being each other's accountability partner and just in general, I'm gonna say teammate in life. Like that's what I'm looking for now. So I'm okay with dating Trey. I just can't date the DL because we need to be teammates and we have to be able to conquer this world together. And unfortunately, I'm not saying nothing's wrong with your journey. But where I am and where you are, that's not the teamwork because you're still battling inner issues, still doing that. Maybe I'm out and proud with mine. So no, probably not
Definitely
the DL, but the
understandable.
trade, the Butch Queens, yeah. And I will say, like Vonn said, like if you're watching, I am single, but I'm in serious about dating too. Like you can live in Dallas, bitch, and we say we want to date. When is our virtual date? When do we want to make our call? That's just me. I don't know.
Yeah, I love that about you. I'm the type of girl that I'm not here for awkward conversations. I hate it to the utmost. But if you're really trying to pursue me, you really think that I'm like somebody that you could be with possibly, then hit me up. I'll do a little one too. I'm not
so after you close out that little portion, because I just wanted to get into that a little bit. What would you say is the one thing that men should know about you before dating you?
I think you should go first on that one.
You know what? I'll flip it. I'll tell them one thing they should know about my co-host before they date my bestie, because that'll merge us into the next topic. But I will say this: if you are even interested in Vonn J, the cookie looks harder than what it really is. Don't be fooled. He really is a nice person, really sweet, y'all. He is not that hard. My friend he's so guarded. I can't wait for him to meet a man that kind of just like surprise him. And I think I will say the one thing I love about my best friend is he is open minded. Because the guy that he mentioned earlier that fucked up earlier, if people knew who that was, they'd be like, huh? Because he talk about YNs and stuff like that. My friend is very open minded. I also consider my friend with a white man, but that's just my opinion. But if you come in at Vonn J, come in here with sincerity, patience, And I think a man that has been in a lot of different rooms would be beneficial. Like you're able to be that man that's been in the hood, or you understand what that life is like. Even if that's not you understand. But you also master professionalism because she is a sophisticated ratchet. Okay. Love her down.
That was cute or whatever. What I would say about my co-host? Oh my God, what would someone like to know about you? Basically, is what we're trying to say.
Oh, what would you tell them before dating
What
me?
would I tell them before dating you? I will let them know that you're a girl that likes to host. She's a girl who loves and enjoys the company of her man. Even though she try to act as if, it's whatever. Sometimes she gives bitch, but she is very much a lovey-dovey girl. I feel like you're like probably one of like the only friends that I have that always is like, where's my man? I need my man. I want to come home to my man. Like, girl, fix the yams on the plate. The girl comes home in the house and be like, hey, boo. I mean, the girl is manifesting at this point.
Speak this be
correct.
Hey, babe. Like,
correct.
It's
The girl
there.
is manifesting. So I just would say, like, just know that she's an over the top girl. Her couture name from college is over the top. She still lives it. And yeah, I think that's the main thing. You're over the top. You're really a lovey dovey girl in actuality.
You know my biggest fear
yeah.
is
What?
that I'm gonna have to move further to find my man.
I don't feel like
every time I go to Atlanta, I just be like, I think my man is in Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, if we're being honest, that's Atlanta is the first place that I ever visited out of college that I was like, oh, this is home. Like, no shade. And that was 10 years ago at this point. Like when I first graduated and I'm like, this is home. I can see this is home. Didn't really go around and like, be in the city like that, but like just being there, I felt at home. So, I mean, the girls, even though we the girls are pushing against it, honey. We have been pushing against it for years at this point. But I'm not opposed to Atlanta. Atlanta is a good time. We have a lot of friends in Atlanta. I feel like Atlanta is also a great community of gay people. Like there's all different types of gay people, and not just gay, all types of people in general. Like it's a melting pot. Like I used to call DC. I feel like Atlanta is the same now, where it's just so much to do, and then it's also just a place where there's so many Black people that are thriving and doing well. Like it's just a beautiful place to be, honestly. And the network that we would have in Atlanta would be chef's kiss. So I'm not opposed to Atlanta at some point, to be honest, Yeah. Yeah.
Just a thought.
I guess I haven't told the girls that I'm supposed to be moving to Charlotte in January, child. Supposedly.
Are you saying that publicly?
I'm gonna tell it to our fans. You're getting an exclusive.
Wow.
Our thick family, our thick cats, the girl is thinking about moving to, a little CLT. What my girl Zay said in
CLT Charlotte Douglas.
CLT Charlotte girls in the building.
Exactly, for Charlotte. Baby, we was in that park. I said, Zay, what you gonna tell them? CLT Charlotte Douglas.
CLT Charlotte Douglas in the building. Let me that is what look. I'm sorry, I just gotta say this. That is what the TEE.NELL girls from Charlotte that I thoroughly enjoy seeing. Every time I see her, she's always smiling. She always a good time. She always got a joke. That girl is funny. Okay, what about to say? Okay, you go ahead. I'm sorry, girl.
Love you, Zay, always. Love you, boo. He texted me yesterday. Told someone, what we doing this week? I said, girl, I'll be back home for my grandma's birthday. He said, damn,
you chilling. You in VA.
I'll be back next week, though. I'll be back. But it's a good thing that you said that. And I wanted to talk about that. Because another point of contact, or I shouldn't say contact, another point of observation that some people want to know is our friendship. I think we've talked about it, but people always ask extra questions. So the first question people had was, what is it like co-hosting as friends?
For me, knowing the type of friend I am, I'm just a supportive friend anyway. So it's like I just let you do your thing. At the end of the day, this was your baby and I became a part of it. So it's like whatever you see for us in the future, granted, I throw out my ideas and stuff as well sometimes, but like whatever you see, I'm like on board with it. So I don't think that's what doesn't cause conflict for us. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I'm just that type of girl anyway. I'm adaptive. I can jump in. I can do what's needed for me. Like all of the above. So I don't think we ever clash. Like I mean, probably little stuff, but it's never podcast stuff. I don't think we clash about podcast stuff. We clash about other shit. Like the girl thinks she know everything. I forgot it. That's one thing too. Her man need to know. The girl thinks she knows everything, but she don't know that I'm a Gemini. I'm a black and white girl. I'm a fact checker. I'm gonna check that girl every time, and I'm gonna let her know that is not right. Okay.
There's only a few people that can correct me. I will say, and Vonn is one of them. I have a aunt, we are about 7 years apart. She can check me too. There's only a few people because other people I do. Oh, this gonna sound so Leo like a bee, but I do know a lot. I'm a random bitch.
Yo, you do. She's an elephant girl. She's an elephant memory girl. Now
people like, how you know that, bitch? I be on ChatGPT. I be watching random shit on Netflix because we want to know, and because I'm inquisitive, I guess you could say. Like if I see something like, I wonder how that go, boom, boom, boom. But yeah, they do check me, and I agree. Like us as podcast hosts, we don't. What's crazy is Vonn probably, whenever I want to do something, I'd be scared to tell Vonn though, because I'd be like, oh, this bitch don't cancel on me. Please don't leave me. Please.
Yeah, because the girl be trying to get me to do some things, honey.
I was gonna say, you have, like, people don't know, like, when we first started the pilot, which is out on all platforms, it was 5 of us. Vonn J hated the idea of being on camera. Kept saying, I'm not doing it. I'm going to let y'all girls do it. And then, first season, I'm sorry. The first season was 3 of us, me, Vonn J, and Big Waves on Swim. And then Big Waves on Swim decided to go in his career. And, that boy's a bartender. That boy doing a lot of things. So, brother gone. So, I was like, fuck. At first, when it happened, I'm like, this is it. The podcast is over. And Vonn J was like, friend, we're gonna press through this, that, and third. So every time I'm ready to do something, I'll be like, I hope this is not too much for Vonn. I'll be like, I'll be okay. But no, friend be hanging in there. So we honestly, as friends in general, I'm trying to think of a time where I really was like, we are done. I don't think we ever had that. The only time
I think just the only time when the whole group.
But even still with the whole group, I guess that might have been my arrogance. I was like, oh girl, she not talking to us. She'll be all right. It ain't me. I just knew it won't me. So I'm like, give her a break. Let her breathe. I know we all need time to breathe. And I think also us as friends, we have learned that because we'll talk to each other for 2 weeks straight every day. And then we'll go like 4 days and not really talk. And people like, you ain't talking about it? Be like, no, we just got busy, or we just know we needed a little time to.
Because also they don't understand that we talk all day. Like we're not a phone call, jump on the call and just be on there for like 30 minutes and get out. Like it's like all day talking on the phone, like for 2 weeks, not just 30-minute call, making sure I'm checking in every day. Like, no, bitch, we're on the phone talking to the other people, grocery shopping. We didn't call the grandma on the other phone, the iPad, child. I'm still on the phone with y'all. I'm listening to the conversation that y'all having over there. It's a lot happening on these calls. So like when we take a little break, it's okay that we take a break. We literally know everything that's happened in each other's lives for the last 2 weeks via phone, like live and in action. Like I didn't have to update him. He heard it in action at the time. So,
and then also I think people don't realize we have other friends. Like there are other people to catch up on and talk to and things like that. So I think we have it just works for us. The next part of that question is, what's the one thing that your co-host does that gets on your nerves?
Oh, child. What don't she do that don't get on my nerves?
First, like, no, go first. I'm going to go first.
Go ahead.
Bitch.
Acting like I don't know stuff.
I will hang up on this bitch anytime she start eating. I cannot
screaming.
If it's some good food, Vonn J is going to smack, bitch.
And I don't even be noticing it. That's the crazy thing. Until you be like, oh. And I'll be like, oh, Lord, I'm over here smacking. Bitch.
I was like, I'll call you back. Call me when you done eating, girl, because I can't.
Honestly, that is something that low-key, like, that scares me, but, like, I be thinking about subconsciously sometimes, like, if I go on a date, like, and I start smacking, like, that is going to be so embarrassing the first date, and I'm over here smacking my food, like, I hope I don't do that. And,
but you do be acting like you forget stuff a lot. But that don't bother me.
Oh, no, I do. Like, so this is something, like I told y'all earlier, the girl has an elephant memory. I don't have that. First of all, I'm old, bitch. I take high blood pressure medicine. All that shit fucking with my brain. It fucking with my memory. So I think, I be forgetting, especially if it's not a like significant moment. Like I remember like stuff that's like, oh, that's a detail that you can't forget type thing. But like significant things, we do so much. Like just let's think about just this summer in general. We have done a lot this summer. I am not gonna remember everything we did this summer that wasn't of significance. Like people that we meet on the street, like, oh my, you remember we met such and such a girl? I don't know. We met 50 people on the street, bitch. I don't fucking know. But show me a picture, then I might remember. Like, I'm that type of girl.
She's
like. I still don't be doing after that. It's sad. I honestly, I don't really I feel like I have anything that like is like a pet peeve of mine of yours. I think probably the only thing is when she thinks she know everything and I actually know the thing. Like that's probably the biggest thing. Like I'd be like, bitch, you think you gonna tell me what I know what this is? And let me tell you, sometimes it gets to the point, y'all. I would go Google just to make sure that I'm correct, and then I would just leave it alone. I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna go mute for a minute. Then we talk about something else. Then I'm back. Okay, girl, we back. Cause girl, how you gonna tell me? Let me go look this up real fast and make sure. I just need to fact check myself because I'm that type of girl.
That happened secretly whenever that happened, and I do be right. I be in my head like, stop one, bitch. Stop one. But no, like I say, you and Kimmy, y'all are probably the only two, and my grandma, of course. Now,
of course, Berta gonna get you every time.
Berta, she probably do know 90% of the time, and it's probably written down somewhere. What you said, when was it said, how was it said, what you promised.
When she said, when we was over her house for breakfast, when she made breakfast, and she had came in the back, and she said, Donnie, do you need me to go grab my book?
Book, okay. My grandma is serious, okay?
My girl keeps everything in that book, okay?
Do not play with her.
God.
That's part of our friendship question is, what advice do you give to people that are listening and watching about balancing friendship and if they are interested in entering into a business partnership?
I would say keep it separate, but also keep it at the center, like if that makes sense. Like remember that that's your friend at the end of the day when you're making business decisions. Like we're not just partners, we're also friends. So like if it's something that I know my friend is probably not gonna like, granted, if it's something that's great for the business, of course I'm gonna present the idea. But also keep in mind like what things that trigger your friends. You don't want to ruin a friendship over something that, of course it could be big, but you don't want to make a business relationship become like a barrier between your friendship. So I just say keep it at the center. So make sure you're always cognizant of your friend when you're making decisions or bringing up things that you know is going to happen, but also just like, keeping it separate. Like, girl, we finish a business, girl, we finish a business. Like we over here, we having a good time. If something comes up, somebody say something about the business, then it's one thing, but on a regular, girl, separate. Honey, the business is shut down. We over here, we having a good time. I think to me that works for us personally. For me, when I think about how we move as a unit. What about you?
I would say number one, even in friendships in general, because people always laugh at me when I tell them like about my friends because they're like, you have a lot of friends. I do. Know your friends. Know who
that's a
goes
key.
Where. You can't be business partners with everybody. And I'm just being honest. And that's not saying they're a bad business partner, but that relationship just does not work. One of my best friends to this day, I love that fool to death. You can tell her right now, we need XYZ. Free, I'm going to do it. She not going to do it. She just not going to do it. She busy. She ain't got time. And I love her, but I know that's not her role. I know Vonn J is very reliable. I know Vonn J is somebody that's going to tell me the truth. Also, you got to be able to be adults and be ready to handle the truth and give the truth. And the truth doesn't mean being nasty or mean like that lady did at that church. The truth means understanding your friends and understanding where they come from and understanding how you want to get to a common goal. I think us as business partners, we also share the idea, bitch. We just trying to make it. Okay, that's number one.
Yeah.
We are trying to make it. And number two, we know we got to invest. So if you're watching this and you're thinking about, hey, I want to go into business with my friend, know your friends, understand the goal, and be ready to have real conversations. Because if you're not ready to go into business together and you're not ready to be friends. Even when it comes to like conflict resolution or conflict, me and Vonn J, even though we don't have large conflicts, whenever we do, a lot of times we talk about it, or we just know like some shit just ain't worth having a
I mean, that deep,
conversation.
yeah.
And there may be a therapist that's out there like, you shouldn't do that. But I don't think, bitch, if we arguing about the pepper across the table, I don't need to have a conversation about the pepper. We just know each other well enough. And I also will say, to close that out, knowing your best friend is knowing who they are fully, not just Vonn J. I've met Vonn J's family. I understand where you come from. We have conversations about real life shit. You and your best friend should not be best friends, and y'all only talk about getting sections or having drinks and weed. Y'all not best friends. Y'all don't know nothing. Bitch, we talk about sex, finances, jobs, church, Jesus, underwear, how we feel today, medicine, doctor, the car. We talk about everything. So we understand mindset and how we think. And it doesn't happen overnight. We've been friends now for 10 years, honestly. And we just clicked. But I have friends that I've been friends with for a lifetime, and you have to understand those people. So that's what I will say to that.
I agree. I
And
think those are
we ain't
good
never
tidbits.
blur them lines. That's a new thing I'd have heard. We ain't never blur them lines. You know, I ain't one to, we ain't never, let me set the record straight for my girls. Vonn J and I have never been intimate. It has never been a moment of, let's frolic together. Let's, none of that.
Let's meet up and see if we can frolic together, and then we just find out that we're friends. No, none of that has happened. It has never occurred. We have never even looked at each other in that way, and our friendship has been great. I mean, I'm just a great. I like to think that I'm just a great friend in general to anybody that I meet. But once you become like I consider you a best friend of mine. Like, I'm really a good friend. Like, I'm gonna show up for you at the cost of me being fucking crazy and tired.
Yeah.
But you know,
tell us about it.
Yeah, I think
that's one thing
our relationship definitely works. I think the tidbits that we've given them for like going into business, if you don't have those things in order or understanding of what those things are, you should not even be thinking about going into business with somebody that you can't trust on a little simple thing, let alone a whole business or a partnership that you're trying to create and really put money behind, your mind, your time behind. If you can't have those level set of expectations in the beginning, ain't no need to even try to go at it, y'all. That's just not happening.
Yeah. As we are coming, because I know we've been talking for a minute, y'all, and y'all like, y'all are talking tonight.
Girl,
we
I'm
won't
hungry.
we not here for a long time. We're here for a good time, just to kind of give y'all that tidbit. But as we're kind of rounding things out, I do want to ask you, Vonn J, this is season 3. We have had Pound Cake, we've had Terrence, Abraham, Nico, Lamont, Ant from Fellows. Who has been your favorite guest this season?
Favorite guest
so far
this season? I always love Lamont when he comes on. I also enjoyed I think his name was Tony from Fellows, Anthony Tony from Fellows, him as well. I feel like that was a great conversation, great segue into the season. But I have to give it to my girl,
Xavier and Micah. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, it just made it harder.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, so number one favorite, Pound Cake.
Okay.
Hands down, I enjoyed that conversation. I also enjoyed that he was not lenient. How do you say it? He worked with us on scheduling. He was open to whatever it is that we needed to be able to come on. He came on. He was comfortable. He engaged in conversation. He wanted us to ask questions, like stuff like that. I thoroughly enjoyed. He was relaxed. All of the above. Those things are my favorite things, and especially when it's somebody that actually is like somebody of like stature, like or status. Like, it's one thing for you to be like a little. No, I'm not gonna say little. It's one thing for you to be a hometown hero, but when you're like somebody that is known like a national level, and you come into these spaces, especially like us with a small podcast, and you're enjoying yourself, you're having a good time, you're open. I just thoroughly enjoy a homie energy personally. So he's number one. Number two, I know you didn't say give me 3, but I'm gonna give you 3. Top 3: right. Pound Cake, Micah, and then Lamont and
Tony.
Fellows. Tony, yeah. So those are my top 3. You only get 1 though, so choose, babes, wisely.
Top 1 this season. Wow. I'm gonna have to give it to Tony and Lamont. They, you know what? You old bitches, y'all started us off right. And I love y'all for that. And I call y'all
They
old out of
did.
fun and laughter because y'all know y'all older than us.
Yeah.
But
I thoroughly enjoy talking to them. I
yeah,
thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, and I always enjoy talking to Lamont, especially from a like just a seasoned perspective. Like it's so
yeah,
good to get seasoned perspective, and then also just him being a gay dating coach in general, somebody that's married, like all of those things that we look forward to happening and being at in our point, those stages we look forward to being at some point. Like I just enjoy talking to him. I feel like he's just has so
yeah.
many gems to give, so much. I don't know. It's just a breath of fresh air for sure. Um, talking to Lamont. So
Part
definitely
two of
always the
season
top one.
3. Part 2 of season 3. Who you bringing back for an episode? Out of all
If
the
I have to,
seasons. Out of all
out of all the
seasons.
seasons, oh
Who you bringing back for
geez,
part 2 of season 3? Just to throw some names. We
out
got
of
Frankie,
all
we
the
got Bayomi, we got Tonka, we got Ty, we got Lamb, we got Fox, we got Tony, we got Lamont, we got oh my god, so many. Xavier, we got Micah, we got Pound
It's
Cake,
so hard. That's hard. I
Nico.
think for 100% sure, like I said, Pound Cake is my favorite. I wouldn't want him to do the second half. I want him to do another season. So our second half, I would bring back Bayomi to have a conversation with him alone. I also would like to have a sit down conversation with Tonka because we didn't get to get into some things with him. And like him sitting down and actually breathing and getting his stuff together to actually be prepared for the podcast. So I think that they need a redo. I feel like those conversations deserve their own platforms as well. So I think like by themselves on there, so that we can actually get into some things. So those are the two that I would pick. I think that our conversation, and because we're really good with, Frank, oh my God, Frank in the city, oh my
Frank in the City.
God, I honestly think. So I'm looking at our producer chat, and they're giving me some suggestions. But this is that I think that Frank in the City and Tevin would be a very good conversation. Like I feel like they're fashion girlies. They're very well put
Bayomi.
together. They were DC based girlies for a good minute. Like I think that would be a very good conversation. Honestly, truly. We could get into some dating things. Like those are some thick madams. Those are some thick girls. So I think that would be a really good conversation. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who's one person do we haven't interviewed yet that you would like to see in part 2 of season 3?
someone that we haven't interviewed. Girl, this stuff gets me a little hype. Who we haven't interviewed that I would like to see. Let's go big. I would love for us to interview Lanithia Leaks. But I know she has her own podcast right now, so she's probably not doing anything of, our status. But let's see, somebody that's kind of regular. I would like to interview one of our Now That's TV girls that I like to enjoy. Now That's TV or Zeus girlies. I think that I could take the lead on trying to either get one of them to kind of get on the show and just talk about how to get into the platform, all that good stuff. I think that one of them would probably do it, especially one of like my Now That's TV girls. Well, I Know That's TV girls, I feel like they're still on trying to get themselves out of there as well. So I think that they will come on now. Granted, we ain't got nothing for you now. We ain't making no money yet. But, it'll be helpful to put their platform out there, help them get acclimated to some other people that probably don't watch Now That's TV, just to see them in a different light as well. Because I don't think a lot of them get interviews. So I think that would be cool as well. Well, who do you see, baby? Because this is your thing, honey. So who do you see being on this second half, whether that's somebody that's been on here or, somebody new?
So I'll first say somebody that's been here. Y'all said the Frank in the City and Frank in the City and Bayomi episode. I already have the name. It's gonna be called Plush, Pillow Plush. I want to give the girls in some silks, and let's have some conversation, right? Also, who I would want to add in are two people that I would love to see, not on the same episode though. Either Hippie Potter, because I feel like people have yet to talk to him. I want to know who the fuck this man is. You tall, you brawny, you fine, you do art and craft, and you do all the great graphics and things. But who are you? Who are you, Hippie? Then also, bitch, that Giselle Tichy. You are one beautiful, stunning woman. You won that category overall mother. And the way you flip that train tells me there's a story that I need to find out. So Giselle and Hippie are on my radar for part 2. I also have this vision for part 2 to do a lot of mashups with some other podcasts. So if you are watching and supporting, we would love to be a part of some good episodes. So that's that's where I am, you know. And
I think those are
you
very good
from
people.
Best TV, I think it is. Almond, I would love to see him on our episode.
Yeah, Almond is
Zeus.
no, he's not STB for sure.
Okay.
But I definitely think he would be a good conversation. He's also a key, so you know, I think that will be cute.
Do you think that the people would like or deserve another live show in the next few weeks or months, shall I say?
And this is where I exit stage left. See, the guys are trying to do too much.
These are on the show run. I had to ask the questions.
I mean, I think that a cute little 1-2 would be cute. I think that I don't see why not. Why not? You know, we haven't did one since January. Maybe we could throw it back again. You know, in January or either however the cards lay with the second half ending when we go in and do our planning. I think that we could throw it in there somewhere. When you say live show, do you mean like audience or do you mean like
like full on like we did last time? Like literally full blasted audience, whole ambiance. I'll say this.
I think that we could do it. I like when I think of. It just depends. It just depends.
For all of you who are watching and listening, this question is going to be for you. If Thique Talk Podcast was to host a live show in person again, like we did last year, what city should we come to? Is that Atlanta, Washington, D.C., Richmond, Virginia, or Charlotte, North Carolina? Which city should we see you in next? Is my question. But
and are you coming? Don't just vote. And are you like? We need the people that's going to show up at the end of the day. Like I tell TEE.NELL this all the time. Like my reservation with going to other places is people not showing up. Granted, it is what it is. When people don't show up, they don't show up. But like I know for sure our people here in Virginia are going to show up if we, if all else fails, they're coming. Like whether they have to buy a ticket, whether they have to just come show up, they're coming. So that's what always my reservation. But I also know that we need to expand our brand. So if there's other cities where people will really come and support us, even if it's just a little 10 to 15 supporters, that's all we had in the first one was like 10 to 15 people. So
we're not looking
even if it's only y'all, we're okay with doing an intimate setting. Like, we just want to get our voice out there. We want to get our brand out there. So just let us know and we're going to be in your city, baby.
Yes. Oh, who's the two girls we was watching in Atlanta? I want to shout them out because I love them.
Oh, my girls, Lex P and Drea Nicole from Poor Minds Podcast. Yes, those are my girls. I got my girl TEE.NELL hip to the girlies while we was in Atlanta, and baby, he thoroughly enjoyed because I had it on Friday on the TV when I was working, and she came upstairs and she seen the girlies, and when it was talking, she was like, "Okay, I like this podcast." I said, "Yeah, these are my girls. They've been putting in work for years, and I feel like they are great." Like showmanship of like how far you can go, especially when you're good friends, you're understanding each other. Like they talk about them going back and forth as well as business partners, and getting to the place that they are now. So I thoroughly enjoy watching them. I definitely could see us being in that space, and if not better, so
well, it's been an episode. It's been a great conversation.
It has been.
I always enjoy time with you. I always enjoy time with our team. I want to also shout out Bayomi Clothing for your hat. If I haven't already, Bayomi Clones, we miss you, darling. It's time for some new lines. But I want to special shout out to our team, Too Legit to Quit, aka Queesh, who's one of our teammates and team members, and also Tevin, who's our producer. But I want to shout him out for his own podcast, Sus Podcast. Please check it out. Y'all, I get a laugh every time I listen. They are total opposite of us, and that's why I love it, because they just have a good time just talking about shit, okay? And a lot of times when I listen to it, I be like, let me just listen to see what the random shit they're talking about to get my mind off of what I'm talking about. And it's a great listen. So I want to shout out to them for taking care of the people when we are away. But to you, Vonn J, thank you again. It is our mid-season finale. We will probably resume around that boom, do, 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 Boo, do, 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 do. Boo, do, 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 do. Boo, do, do, do.
Join
Homecoming
the
season,
band.
honey.
Join the
have-
band or release your best friend, the messages between you and your best friend in the band.
Okay. Boo, do, 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 do. Boo. We are taking a small break because we want to get some stuff together for you guys. We will be back in a few weeks. But I want to say to all of you, thank y'all for supporting. Don't forget to share it. Subscribe. Listen. It takes $0 to share this. We talk about everything, and I'm excited for part 2 of season 3 because there's some conversations that we haven't disclosed to you that we will be having that's going to shake the motherfucking table. But Vonn J, I'll let you give your closing remarks. Any gems you want to drop tonight or affirmations or anything. This is your time to speak.
Well, the baddest punta is in the building. I just say remain being that bruh. Let the people know you're that girl. Continue to be that girl. And yeah, I'll see y'all when we come back from this little break, girl. The girls ain't trying to give me no time off. I wish it was paid time off, but it's just a little leave of absence. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, just continue to be a light. Continue to do your thing. And could keep supporting Thique Talk podcast, girl. I mean, Thique Talk the show. Sorry, if you didn't notice, honey, that we've dropped podcast. Okay, we are a show, and we are here to do all things. Okay, not just podcasting. We're here to do all things. Amen. But yeah, that's all I have. Tino, take us out.
I just want to say to all of y'all and to all of my teammates, thank you guys. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for supporting. Like Vonn J said, we are no longer Thique Talk podcast. We are Thique Talk, the brand. And that means we are more than just a talk show. We are more than just podcast, Spotify, Apple, all that. We are literally a walking brand. To all of you who want to be a part of the brand, your time is coming. Merchandise is coming. Support is coming. We are fully a nonprofit as well, so we have partnerships coming up for that. Part 2 of season 3, I'm really excited for. And I know many of you like, I would love to join the podcast. I would love to be on stage. I don't mean no harm. Let me know what we're gonna talk about. This ain't easy doing this. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to have more conversations with people and hear what you want to talk about and hear what you want to hear. But as for now, we need a break. We need to regroup, get some shit out to you, and let's pump. Because before you know it, bells will be ringing. Baby, it's gonna be Christmas time. And you know what that means? Holidays, darling. It's giving holiday episodes. So that time is coming. So I say to all of you, once again, subscribe, follow, share, support Thique Talk, support us as individual Vonn J, TEE.NELL, Sus Podcast. I'm sure they will keep y'all occupied while we're out. Make sure y'all follow them. To all of our fellow podcasters at Boy Please Whatever, Dear Black Gay Men, to my boy Trey with the Wine Podcast, to also Biscuits and Gravy Podcast in Charlotte. To all of you girls, best of luck. See you soon. And remember to keep it cute, keep it real, and don't forget to keep it thick. See you next time, and good night.